Hello, friends. Myself, Dr. B.V. Pawar, Department of Chemistry, Arts, Commerce, Science, College, Jawahar. In last week, we started a topic called as directional bonding orbital approach. In shortly, it is called covalent bond. In a last week, we saw that what are the different features or conditions required for the formation of covalent bond. Valence bond theory helps to understand the formation of covalent bond. There we saw first important molecule, that is H2 molecule. Formation of H2 molecule and its potential energy curve. That topic we had already discussed in a previous video lectures. Still we will revise that. The energy change taking place during the formation of H2 molecule can be explained with the help of potential energy curve. Here, as we know that when two hydrogen atoms are far apart from each other, their potential energy independent. That means potential energy of such an atom is independent, and therefore it is considered as zero. But when these two hydrogen atoms approach to each other, then there will be some kind of force of attractions which develop in between the two atoms. As a result, energy decreases. This continue and become minimum still when atom form the molecule. At this stage, the internuclear distance, which also helps called as a bond length, becomes equal to the sum of radii of two atoms. This can be understood with the help of potential energy curve diagram. So in this diagram you can observe in the extreme right hand side, two hydrogen atoms are far apart from each other, and therefore the potential energy considered as zero. Okay. So this is zero value, right? But when two hydrogen atoms approach to each other like this, initially they are far apart, then they come close to each other in this fashion. So energy goes on decreasing, right? At one point where two hydrogen atoms touches to each other, at that time the internuclear distance between two atoms becomes their bond length, or it is equal to the radii of two atoms. So you can see here in diagram, this is one hydrogen atom, so this is the radius of one atom, this will be the radius of another atom. So radius between two atoms, the distance between two radii called as, we can say, a bond length, and as a result molecule will get formed. Now this is just the classical method, but if you want to understand this in a wave mechanical approach, then you can see that if two hydrogen atoms, if they are isolated, that means they are separated, at that time their wave function is treated as psi A and psi B. But if atoms are quite apart, as I said, they do not interact, and therefore they can be written in the form of wave function equation, that is psi is equal to psi A of first atom plus psi B of second atom. So here 1 is the electron of A atom and 2 is the electron of B atom. Suppose A and B both are hydrogen, or may be same or may not be same. When atoms are brought together, that means when both atoms come closer, at that time they will interact as a result to form the molecule. They will affect each other, and therefore their wave function also will get changed. However, when they come closer and interact, at that time the wave function for such a system will change, but still may accept the equation 1. Using the wave function, it is possible to calculate the energy of the system. Can be considered with the help of this diagram. This diagram gives us a brief information about the potential energy with respect to the internuclear distance. So as I said, when the two isolated atoms are far apart, their energy is considered as 0. But when they come closer, at that time they will form the molecule, and they form mostly a curve first. So a curve, that is we already discussed for the formation of simple molecule by two like hydrogen atoms. But this could not be always. Therefore we may get different curves like B, C, D, E, and that curves helps to understand how molecule will get formed from the respective atoms. Now experimental values differ from the values obtained by solving equation 1, and therefore number of improvement were suggested in equation 1 so that it could correctly and completely describe the formation of hydrogen molecule. By our we can say conceptual knowledge, we directly treat it as what when two hydrogen atom closer, they will get form a molecule with the help of covalent bond. But this could not be so simpler, or this could not be so easy. To understand the formation of molecule by wave functions, it is essential to understand some important changes, or it is called as an improvement for the formation of molecule. So first improvement is exchange energy. Now what do you mean by first improvement? Actually this improvement was first suggested by Hitler and London, since electrons are similar as they are indistinguishable from each other. As you know that when electrons are present in the atom, right, if both atoms are same, then their electron will be similar. If this is happen like that, electron is having a negatively charged species, so whether it is present in a hydrogen atom or nitrogen atom, it doesn't matter. Electron is always electron, and therefore it is very difficult to distinguish the electron which is taking part in the formation of covalent bond. Okay, student, you should just simply understand that electrons are simply what it is a negatively charged species, and which is responsible for the formation of covalent bond. So we cannot label electron as 1 and 2 because electrons are similar. One can not sure that electron 1 was always of A atom and electron 2 of B atom. Student, as I said earlier also, what is covalent bond? Covalent bond is what? It is a bond which is formed due to sharing of electron of the respective atom. That means A and B, both atoms share one electron each, and there is formation of a covalent bond. But we cannot assure that the electron 1 is coming from the A atom and electron B coming from the B atom. It may be reversed, like a electron B1 is coming from B atom and electron 2 is coming from the A atom. And therefore, to make this correction, we got the new equation That equation is called as equation number 2. Psi is equal to psi a of first atom plus psi b of second atom plus psi of again I will revise. Psi is equal to psi a atom having first electron, psi b atom having second electron, plus psi a atom having second electron, and psi b atom having first electron. So this electron is called as this equation is called as equation number 2. Here electrons are permitted to change the places, called as exchange energy. After solving equation number 2, the curve B is obtained. Okay, so you just see again the curve, that curve having there is a change in energy. For A curve, energy change is minimum, but for B curve, energy curve is a maximum. High, there is change in energy. Everybody understood? Now that means during the formation in first improvement, what we learn the exchange of energy. So that exchange of energy is always considered during the formation of curve. Now in second improvement, you can see there is a shielding effect. As I said earlier, electrons have the capacity of shielding one electron with the other. What do you mean by shielding effect? That is, shielding means protection or screening effect. Due to presence of one electron, other electron can be shielded or vice versa. And so that the effective nuclear charge Z star is generally less than the actual nuclear charge. What do you mean by effective nuclear charge and actual nuclear charge? A charge which is formed due to presence of protons and electron, whatever the charge which comes on the nucleus, that is called as nuclear charge. If that charge is not than what we are expected, then that is called as a effective nuclear charge. Okay, so effective nuclear charge is less than the actual nuclear charge. Now when electron of one hydrogen atom shield the electron of other hydrogen atom by nuclear charge of its own atom, because of that shielding factor, wave function A and B need to further change, and therefore we will get another change in the wave functions. After the change made, the corresponding energy is shown by the curve C. Again, if you saw the curve, that is C curve in this diagram, that curve is occurred because of a shielding effect. Now third improvement is ionicity. So in ionicity, we need to consider that ionic character or ionic type of bonding, whether it is possible in a molecule or not. As I said earlier, though electrons have been allowed to change places in equation number 2, still it is assumed that the exchange places simultaneously if electron 1 is associated with atom A and the other electron is associated with atom B. Right? For example, what happened, even though in equations 2 we saw there is a change in what? There is change in the places. But here if you consider that electron 1 is associated with atom B and another electron has also gone over the atom A, then it is not correct to assume a situation of always one atom and one electron. That means one atom will be one place and other atom will be other place. That will be not considered. Here it is not correct to assume a situation of always one atom and one electron. Though electron repulsions keep them apart, if second electron were in one atom, it would acquire a negative charge and other hydrogen atom would acquire a positive charge. Thus we have two ionic structures, and therefore hydrogen atom plus hydrogen atom gives hydrogen minus and hydrogen plus sign. Now here molecule convert into covalent molecule convert into the ionic structures. These ionic structures should always therefore considered the structure as represented as hydrogen single bond hydrogen as a covalent structure, but when it convert into if there is a transfer of electron, if ionic structure covalent structure convert into ionic structure, at that time this hydrogen acquire a charge, positive and negative. So first charge will get first hydrogen may get positive, second hydrogen may get negative, or vice versa. First gives negative, second hydrogen gives positive, and therefore we will get the another very important equation, that is equation number 3, called as psi is equal to psi A of first electron plus psi B of second electron. Sorry, psi is equal to psi A atom of first electron, then psi B atom of second electron plus psi A atom of second electron plus psi B atom of first electron plus lambda psi A of first atom electron, psi A of second electron plus lambda psi A of first electron plus lambda into lambda psi B of second electron. So we will get here three equation number 3rd, right? That is also given here. In the above equation, the first two terms are always already we saw in equation number 2nd, but here we saw a covalent character. The next two hydrogen shows the ionic character. So here the term lambda is called as mixing coefficient. It is a fraction of, and that gives you the extent to which the ionic structures contribute to the bonding, and therefore for H2 molecule lambda is 0.17. That means the extent of ionic character in the covalent bond can be determined. This modification gives the bond energy of 3.88 into 10 raised to power 2 kilojoule per mole, and the bond distance of 7.49 into 10 raised to power minus 2 nanometer, which is again shown in a curve D. So this is how equation 3 can be reduced in the form of psi is equal to psi of covalent hydrogen molecule plus plus lambda psi plus H plus H minus plus lambda psi H minus H plus of ionic structures. We will get the 4th equation. So this type of various wave functions which are shown here in the table gives the various values for bond energies and internuclear distance, and that is how interelectronic distance decreases, or the bond distance will be changes with change in the bond energy for the different curves. So these are the 3 very important improvement that already we want to understand because of how covalent bond get formed from the atom by combination of atomic orbital. These 3 important modification is always important to understand. So this is enough for today's lectures. We will continue into the next lectures. Okay, bye.